your portfolio looks like shit. It looks like shit because you can't keep them in the gym with you because you keep freaking breaking your clients. You know? The fitness industry is filled with terrible trainers, from trainers who are not going to push you to your limit, to trainers who are not going to understand what going to failure is, to trainers who just get in it because it's supposedly an easy job, an easy gig, to trainers who just don't give a shit about you, to trainers who are going to try to break you, like literally break you, like, let's see how hard I can push this person. Ha 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 ha. Now they're injured. Now they can't move their freaking arms for the next 3 weeks. Like, come on, now I've blown their rotator cuff out because, well, ha ha, I'm a good trainer. I push you hard. Like, that's not how you train people. There's a special medium you gotta find as a personal trainer. Don't be the personal trainer who doesn't push their clients at all. Hey, I'm just gonna give you a nice easy workout today. We're gonna do some bench and we're gonna play patty cake. You know? You know how many trainers I see do that? You know how many trainers I see do that? Thousands of them. Thousands. Like literally every day I see a trainer absolutely doing nothing with their clients but BSing. Now, you know, if you know BillyGoat, you know that I like to yap. And of course, I yap to my clients all the time. Half of the job is just motivating them, inspiring them to be a better them. But it is to still push them and to see that they're exerting themselves a lot. So they must be getting close to failure. Oh, they're grunting and struggling. Okay, they're pretty much at failure. All right, we're going to do 1 or 2 more reps and then we're going to be done. And like, how hard is that? Like, having intuition is a great thing as a personal trainer. Being able to read the human body. It's pretty much the whole entire gist of it. Read the room, guys. Read the room. They're not going to do that 150 curls you want them to do. That doesn't even make sense. It doesn't make sense. You know how many trainers I see on a daily basis who push their clients to the point of them not being able to pick themselves up off the ground after a workout, being afraid to want to come back to the gym and ever work out again. Like, that's not a good trainer. There's a perfect medium. Don't be a little sissy of a trainer, but don't be a douchebag either. Like, how hard is that? There's a perfect medium you gotta find, folks. Perfect medium you gotta find. It's hard to find. It is. It's like an art. It's an art. Training people is literally like an art. That's what it is. Ultimately it is. It's an art. It's an art form. You have to be able to push people, allow them to believe and really, I guess, embrace your methodology of training. And be inspired and then turn them into a new them. You know what I mean? It's a wonderful process, but it's a process that you have to craft and form over years. And then don't even get me started with the trainers who aren't even in freaking shape. Like, how are you going to train me to be in shape when you're not in shape? You're 15, 20, 30, 40 pounds overweight. You got a body fat percentage of 35. And you want to train someone. No, thank you. No, thank you. Like, what sense does that make? You know? Now, I'm not saying you have to be the most short. You don't have to be Chris Bumstead to be a trainer. But what you do need is look like you're in some, got decent health. Don't got a beer belly on you, you know? Don't have the dad bod. Like, that's not going to get you clients. That's not I'm not gonna trust you as my coach if you're in bad shape. You know what I mean? And then let's roll back to the topic of breaking your people. Breaking your people. What kind of sense does that make? These are the people that pay your bills. They pay your bills. They can only see you once a week, every 2 weeks, 3 weeks, because you're breaking them. What sense does that freaking make? What sense does that make? None. None at all. Absolutely zero. You want to be able to see your client as many times as you can possibly see them that'll budget into their budget. You know what I mean? Like, let's just get, economically speaking, you want to be able to see your client 3 times, 4 times, maybe even 5 times a week if you could. Now, economically speaking, that's a lot of money they would be forking out. So I don't expect my clients to see me 5 times a week. But 2 to 3 times? Yeah. I want to be able to see them 2 to 3 times a week. Make sure they're doing the things that they're supposed to do when they're not with me. You know what I mean? And if they're working out and then you absolutely kill them that day, guess what they're not going to be able to do? Work out with you the next day. Or the next day. Or any other time that week. And if they're not working out with you, I'm pretty sure they're not going to work out. If they don't have the ability to work out with you because they are broken so bad from your crappy training methodologies, well, guess what? They're not going to be working out when you're not with them. So, like, your method, all of your, I guess, your portfolio, if you want to put it that way, because your clients' results are your portfolio looks like shit. It looks like shit because you can't keep them in the gym with you because you keep freaking breaking your clients. You know? So, there is a perfect medium. A perfect progressive overloading. Start off like that crappy trainer that I talked about in the beginning who doesn't push their clients at all. Start off like that. That's perfectly fine. The first 2 workouts, 3 workouts, about the first 2 weeks. You can be nice, slow, not very intense. Slowly picking up the intensity and the weight and the volume throughout the time. Progressively getting harder while progressively improving. Whoa! It's like building blocks, folks. It's like building blocks. It's like building a house. You don't build a house and put the sheetrock on first. You don't build a house and paint it. Do you? No, you build a frame first. You build a frame, and then you make it all pretty. So, that's what the first 2-3 weeks are with my clients. It's building a frame. Getting them to understand different movements and exercises and all of those things. Getting them to understand calories in versus calories out. 30 minutes of cardio 5 times a week. All of those things, I'm getting them to understand that within the first 2 or 3 weeks. Then after that, we're picking up the intensity. We're going to work hard. And then we'll have what is called a deload exercise or a deload week. You know what I mean? We'll have 1 or 2 days. Well, we're back to that. All right, well, we're just going to move a little bit today. We're going to get some muscle stimulation in. And we're just going to call it quits. Then the next time, we're going to get back to that same intensity, but not so far to where my client can't see me the next day. There's a medium there. There's a medium. Push your clients so that they improve, but don't push them so that they die. How hard is that? Is that a hard, I guess it's a hard concept to grasp. It was a hard concept for me to grasp. I was that trainer who was pushing my clients to the point of breaking and never wanting to come back. But then I learned, okay, so people do want to get into shape, but they don't want to be freaking killed. Well, let's pull it back a little bit. But if I go this far, then they're not going to get into shape. So let's bring it back up a little bit. Oh, well, the new people are here, so we're going to pull it back a little bit. You know, you get what I'm saying? And I run group fitness classes. I have to get a group of 30 people into shape at a time. If not more. You get what I'm saying? You know? So, read the flippin' room, coaches. If your client isn't breathing hard and isn't sweating after any one of their sets, you know what you've done? Failed your client. If your client is not able to move their flipping arms and move their legs and get up off the ground after the exercise, you failed your client, folks. Stop failing your clients, coaches. Please, please, and thank you. Stop selling. Stop selling to your clients. No, continue selling your workouts to your clients as long as you're getting them better and they're seeing improvements. You know? For example, I have a client who I've worked with for a while now, who she came to me. She's like, hey, I want to work out. This is my goals. I want to be able to run when there's a dog chasing me and not have to turn around and think about, am I going to die? I want to be able, if there's something going on in life and I need to get away, that's my goal. Okay, well, there's a process to get you there, and I had to explain that to her, and she's like, I understand. She's like, but my last coach, we were doing football drills, we were doing shuttle drills, and he blew my knees out. Well, I'm going to tell you right now, you don't need to be doing shuttle drills, cutting angles, just to get into good shape. You don't need that. What you need is a little bit of cardio, some weightlifting, and we'll do some battle ropes every now and then. You know? Maybe some pad work, some bag work. We'll go on some sprints. We'll do sprints, but we're not going to be cutting them super quick. I hate to say this, but you're a little bit overweight, and which it'll mess up your knees when you're cutting angles in the way that like a football player does. It's why all their knees are destroyed. Your body's not made to do that. You're not made to cut angles like that. You got to build your body up to do it. So stop thinking of every one of your clients as elite freaking athletes. Her goal is to be able to run from a dog, from someone chasing her. Okay, we will get you there. That's just her saying that, hey, I am not a punk. I'm going to make it through a workout, but please just don't freaking break me. That's her way of saying it. Read the room. Stop failing your clients, coaches. It's failing your clients. They're not getting into shape because you're not pushing them hard enough. And it's failing them if you're pushing them too hard. There's a perfect medium. Find it. That's it, folks. BillyGoat Flippin' loves you.